Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. I'm at Southern Roots in Belmont, North Carolina, and this is a cute little nursery, and they have a lot of proven winners in Monrovia, so I thought I'd bring you along. So I live in North Carolina, Zone 8, and I actually live in Charlotte, and this cute little nursery is about maybe 20-25 minutes away from my house. So this is the first time that I've been at this nursery for Christmas, and I will so come back. I have fallen in love with all of these gorgeous ornaments and trees that they have in this garden center. It almost reminds me a little bit of Laura with Garden Answers Parents Nursery. They have it very well done. And of course, this tree right here reminds me of my blue, white, and silver tree. And I really loved these white, whatever those are. I can't even really tell you what those white little things are, but little pixie sticks. I thought they would look really good in my tree. And I may or may not have bought that little ornament right there with the bird on it. But I thought this tree, some of the ornaments in here would fit really well with mine. They almost look like rose hips. Do you think that those little white things look like rose hips? And I bought a few of these for my tree too. I had a $100 gift card that my friend, neighbor, Vinny got me for helping her design part of her garden. So I was able to spend that today. And this cute little garden knot right here was so expensive, but if that's your taste, it would be really, really cute in the garden. And then this is a gold tree and has lots of gorgeous ornaments in there as well. And I love that how they decorated all these trees with different types of florals and then brought some really cute ornaments in to fill it as well. And just as my style, it is completely full where you can hardly see the tree. And you can see that they put some feathers in there too. I've seen that lots of times before, and I think that's a really cute look as well, as long as the color scheme goes with your garden. So I really love all the pine cones. You could see some gold roses right here, some stars, some sparkly ornaments, and I really, really love the mercury glass. Like, I don't know why I have just fallen in love with all the mercury glass this year. And I love all the little Christmas tree ornaments that look like nature, that are made out of natural material. So if you like gnomes, these gnomes are really cute, but I really like these little Christmas trees right here. So that's another thing that I've fallen in love with this year that has really caught my eye for Christmas this year that has not in the past. And I love the deer as well. The bells are always a good staple for your gardens. These have some different types of blues in them. And then I even thought this ball right here that has the feathers on it really cute. And the mercury glass, of course, was really different. I think this nursery probably honestly had, I'm going to guess, 10 to 15 trees that were all decorated. I wish that I was able to come when they had their opening, which was the first part of November. So this tree right here has a little bit more lighter greens to them. Love this little owl, so cute. Of course, I've got some owls in my trees this year as well. And I really, really wanted to bring the outside inside this year, and all of these trees right here have done the same. I'm just can't say enough of what I absolutely love. I could put every single one of these trees in my house, that they are so well decorated. Whoever done this did a really, really good job. So I hope this gives you some inspiration and ideas, even if you've already decorated your tree for this year. Like, stop and take a couple of pictures off this video, and you might be able to have some new ideas for next year. There's some holly in the mix right here, and some red old bulb ornaments that used to be back in the day, and those are coming in, by the way. And these just have a lot of those berries in there. Berries and hollies are making this tree look really good. And then the browns are really coming in too. This year I've noticed burgundy and brown has been a big popular color this year. These ornaments right here were so big, but the birds on them were so cute. And this, of course, is a red tree. Now, in the years past, I've had a lot of red and green in my trees, but I love the Christopher Reiko ornaments. So you can go back and look at my videos where I've had actually 2 big trees decorated up this year. My silver, white, and blue with my owls. And I have a lot of my natural hydrangeas in my garden, or in my tree this year. And then my Christopher Reiko tree has a lot of reds. This color right here is really popular this year. When we went to Home Goods to look for some ornaments, this color was super, super popular. Pine cones in the trees are really, really popular this year. So if you can get your hands on a couple of those. You can also see some, I don't think it's cotton. I cannot think of that term right there with those little white flowers. Oh, my grandmother used to have them in her pond. I cannot think of the name of it, but they're really cute as well. And even just cotton sticks would be really pretty. And then love these big white bells. I have some red, but I do not have any white. And this tree right here was just made out of reminds me of some bark that was on a tree. And I thought it was really cute. I thought this was a really cute display with these reindeers and sleigh. And I love that this tree has this big box instead of like the original, what do you call them? I just like the boxes. I thought they looked just kind of different and original. Like this past year, I bought the tin ones that go around the bottom, but I think they really look cuter than a skirt. And look at these pine cones. Or yeah, I guess they're called pine cones with this pretend snow on it. I thought they were really cute as well. So I like buying different things at different nurseries because if you get the same thing at all the nurseries, and I bought one of these too, by the way. I thought they were so cute. I love these hanging on stockings, and that's the exact thing that I did, was I bought one for my stocking on my mantle this past year. But anyways, I like going to different gardens so you can find different things. I mean, if you found like one complete tree and you want to buy everything there, then go right ahead. But going to different nurseries, you can find different things that you really like. And I found a couple of these for my silver tree. And I bought this with my $100 gift card because I thought it looks original. It doesn't look fake, so I thought it was really cute. Now, their garden center has some adorable stuff as well. Like I said, I am in Zone 8. Now, I know that I can go to any of these nurseries right here, and anything that they sell here in my zone, I know that it's going to do really good in my garden. So kind of give that a thought. Now, you have to do a little bit of extra thinking and look at the zones when you're buying stuff online. But if you go to a garden center and you know that they're selling it, they're not going to sell you a plant that's not going to do good in that zone. So just to kind of give you an idea. And another thing to think about whenever you're going to a garden center is what space are you buying your plants? Do you have sun? Do you have shade? Everything that is out in the sun is going to be good for a sunny area. And I love this. I've been dreaming about this black lace. Like, I've had it in my dreams, and I didn't realize it was that expensive. But I think I'm going to go back and get that black lace. I think it's an elderberry, but it reminds me a lot of a Japanese maple, the leaf on there it does. And I love that it gives you that burgundy and red foliage. Now, I love the structure of this tree. This is something that I have not seen before. And I thought, like, the structure was really cute, even without leaves. And they had all the different types of hydrangeas. Now, these are all panicle hydrangeas, or a hydrangea that can take full sun. So make sure you pay attention, because a lot of people will get a hydrangea and think, oh, I love this bloom, and not realize that it is more for a shady area and not for sun. But if it's a panicle hydrangea, you can definitely put that in full sun. Now, with that saying, hydrangeas like a lot of water, lots of water. So that's why they're called hydra. And even in my zone 8, we have many, many days that are above 90 degrees. So that's why my hydrangeas stay more happy when they're on drip. Now, if you feel like it's too much for you to add your drip, then make sure you got some, and then you're going to spend the time watering because they're going to need lots of water to make them happy. But for me, I love drip, and don't feel intimidated by putting drip into your gardens because, like I said, if I can do it, you can do it. And I feel like in my videos that I made it very simple for you to understand, and I have all the links that you can buy your drip to on Amazon. So all these things I just love. Now these Loropetalums, a lot of people have them, but the Proven Winner ones, I think this one's a little bit more on the smaller side. So, and then I really like the foliage on it too. Jazz Hands Mini, which I didn't even know exist, because a lot of times even a 3 by 3 shrub gets pretty big when you're putting it in your front landscape. Now I would not mind having this Atlas rose. I think this peachy color on this rose was so pretty. So that might be something that I'm considering adding into my garden somewhere. I do love my David Austin roses though as well, but this one makes me look like it's a David Austin rose, and they're about the same price. And then, of course, Forsythis looks really pretty in the springtime. I love this yellow. There are 2 different types. One's a smaller one and one's a bigger one. Right now reminds me of Linton roses, which is called a Christmas rose as well. They're also called hellebores. So they're really popular in the garden centers right now because they're about ready to be in bloom. And I bought this one for myself because I love that color. So it said that it goes in a woodland area. So I'm going to put this one in the middle of my cryptomeria trees, which kind of gives it like a woodland type look. But I thought this bloom was so pretty. I'm just in love with blooms. Anything that has a gorgeous bloom or even a gorgeous foliage, I am just fall in love with it. I am a sucker. And I like blues in the garden too. So this gives you like that really kind of silverishy blue in your garden. And these little brown tips just gives it great interest as well. So this is a great time to look at your garden. And since things, aren't blooming, look around and see if you have enough green, because you still have to have enough green interest in your garden. And I thought this was a really pretty heuchera as well. And this one reminds me of my caramel heuchera that's doing really good, and it looks gorgeous right in front of my boxwoods. So I thought this was a really pretty color. It reminds me of fall as well. And you want to make sure your gardens have all types of interest. So like right now I'm planting bulbs in my garden for spring interest. And then I have other things that bloom in the springtime, like azaleas, and my Yoshio cherry tree blooms in the springtime. I have a few other things too that doesn't really come to mind right now. Now I thought this ground cover was really pretty. I like to start with my bigger things in the garden, like my bigger trees, and then work down to shrubs and then perennials. But then the very last thing that I like to incorporate into my garden is a lot of ground cover. The more ground cover that you have, the less mulch that you need. And of course it gives you like more interest to me than just mulch. But the fuller your gardens are, the less weeds that you're going to have. And I thought this was just a gorgeous color right there. And then I love the interest of this tree. Like, I've never seen this type of tree, and I'm not sure if I try to show the tag, but I can't get close to it right now. Well, anyways, I just think this structure was really pretty. It looks like thorns, but it was not prickly like a thorn. And then I like stuff that has a green structure like this as well. It kind of made me laugh because I am originally from Kentucky. It's where I grew up at, and all my family is there. And to see this, Kentucky Fried Chicken just kind of made me laugh. And look at this bike up in the tree. I thought it was funny too. They had some different type of art. Now, me and my friend Dawn really love this ginkgo tree. We love the leaf form on it, and she is really looking into buying one into her garden. So it's just something different that not everybody has. And they have some that don't grow as big, and then some grow that a little bit bigger too. This one right here doesn't get as big, but they have gorgeous yellow flowers before they start to turn brown. So just a very really cute little tree to kind of keep in mind. And then just some more evergreen with different textures. So just keep in mind, like when you put a shrub next to each other, to make sure they have just slightly different types of green. This one reminds me a little bit more of a yellow, but look at the texture as well when you're pairing up against like other different types of either needles or leaves. This one kind of stays tight and compact by 2x3. And then camellias for here for the south are a staple. And they're starting to be able to, you can plant these in a lower zone. Like I think you could start planting camellia in a zone 6 too. And mine are just now starting to bud out and bloom. And they are just so pretty when there's not much other color in the garden. But camellias are always going to give you a really pretty color in the garden. And then I've had my eye on these pearl glams for a while. Instead of purple, I would really love to have a white one. How many of you guys have a white? I think they're called beauty berries as well. This was a proven winners. And this one still has a little bit of the berries on it, but starting to go out of season. And of course, you can see that it's deciduous too. And then I thought this tree was kind of a funky little tree. It's kind of weeping habit, different branching too. The needles on that are so like long. It kind of reminds me of a floppy little wig. And then these twigs on this Arctic Fire Red caught my eye as well. So I think these would be a great interest in a garden too. And this one doesn't get too tall, 3.5 feet. But that interest of the red, I just love it. I thought this one caught my eye too. This blooms. This is a clematis. And then I have one evergreen clematis, which I think is kind of different. That way you can have your interest all year around. So for me, I'm going to like keep an eye on an evergreen clematis, and I may even go back and get this one too. This one gets quite tall, at 25 feet tall, you guys. So that needs like a very big space. And then I have a variegated fugiform, I believe it's how you say it, farafugum. There you go. And this one's a giant one, and the leaves on there are very giant, and it is an evergreen if you live in a zone 8 and above, so it will not lose its leaves. But gorgeous leaf form on that. Now, my husband told me this was an impala, and I told my friend Dawn that went with me, I said, my husband would say, what a shame that they had let this happen, but you can see these trees that are growing out of it, and that one right there is more of a dwarf tree too. Some more evergreens that give you a little bit of different interest. I would so plant this one if I had the room in my garden. Well guys, that's it for this video right now. This was my tree that I did buy at the nursery, and I got all those cute little ornaments on there with the mercury glass, just to show you where I placed it. My friend Dawn said it would look really pretty like in between these two mirrors, so I agreed, and that's where I placed them. Now in a different video, I've already kind of shown you where this is my Christmas tree, and I've already shown it in a couple of videos as well, but I just wanted to show you the ornaments that I placed here. This was the bird one. That's the mercury glass, and it just looks really pretty up against the light. So sometimes it looks gold and sometimes it looks silver. Just depends on what you place it up against. And then, let's see if I can find, this was the other ornament that I bought as well. And it's so pretty, and it actually looks really good with all of this blue silvery stuff that I'd already bought, and this ornament right here matches it really well too. Need to get that little thing off my tag. You don't want that showing. Still can't get it off. Anyways, I thought, you know, these both looked really good and cute together as well. That one and that one. So if you want a full tour of my Christmas trees, make sure you look at those videos. Well, I thought I'd come on here and put a little bit of ending to that video instead of it stopping abruptly. But anyways, I hope you really liked that tour of Southern Roots. I thought it was a different, unique little store and really cute plants there as well. And I'm looking forward to going back and buying a few things right there. I really, really liked that elderberry, the lace one, the black lace. I thought that was so cute, and I've been dreaming about that one. So, you know, when you dream about it, you better go and get it, because it's something that you need in your garden if you dream about it. So if you like it that much, after a few days and you keep thinking about it, then just go back and get that plant for yourself. So anyways, you guys are awesome. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video as well, and help me out on my YouTube, and let me know that you like that. I enjoy other videos of different nursery tours, so I hope you did too. And like I said, I was trying to educate a little bit about like things that are out in the sun, or what you put in the sunny locations. And if you see plants at the nursery that are shade, then that is plants that need to be in the shade, if that gives you any idea, to kind of think about those things, because they know what does well and if it takes sun or shade as well. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and I'm sure I'm going to have a couple of videos before Christmas is actually here. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.